Friends, today we have a very special knife to talk about. And let me tell you, what's special about this knife has nothing to do with who manufactured it, or what kind of steel it is, or what style knife it is. Rather, this is the very first time that a manufacturer sent a knife to this channel for review. Alright, I guess we finally got our a name of the channel out there on the list, because not only did we have this one manufacturer reach out to us, this week we had 3 manufacturers send us a product to review on this channel. So that's pretty cool. And you know what that means to you? That means more giveaway knives, because every knife, every product that a manufacturer sends to me to review, I give them the condition that it will be given away to one of my subscribers. So we are going to check out this knife here, the VOSTEED, okay? And let's see, what do we got? It is the P2601 and 12006, I guess, is the model. I have not even opened this yet. I'm opening it up and checking it out with you. Now, from what they tell me, this knife just released a few days ago on Amazon. We'll go on to Amazon here and pull up the current pricing, and I'll show it here in the film. So here's the knife on their website, and it's called the Porcupine, and it is the top liner lock, 2.99 inch. It's got a 14C 28N blade and micarta handle, and that's the model number A2601 there. Alright, looks like it runs about $69. I think it's about $65 on Amazon when they're on there. So let's look a little bit here. We got a blade length of 2.99 inches, overall length of 7.2. There's your blade thickness. It's a drop point, black stone wash. It's got a hardness HRC of 59 plus or minus 1. Handle length's 4.16. Handle width 1.22. Handle thickness 0.427. It's got micarta handles, and they say the weight is 3.19 ounces. It has caged ceramic ball bearings, reversible stainless steel pocket clip, tip up carry position. It's a manual folding, stainless steel button material, and alright, let's check out the knife. Let's get it unboxed and see what it's all about. Alright, so this is my Spyderco fillet knife. It's the Ketchum. Haven't shown it too much on the channel, but it's a pretty cool fillet knife, and it just happens to be what I have laying here on the desk. So we'll be careful to we'll be careful to open this box, because we're going to give this knife away. Alright, let's see what we got here. Okay, got some little sticker here. That looks like a fox more than a porcupine. Maybe they just don't have a porcupine sticker yet, but I think if I were them, I'd definitely have a porcupine sticker. Alright. Okay, here's the pouch. Pretty nice packaging there. You know, I think most people throw this stuff away. I usually do. I'd prefer they just save the money. But, okay, got a little microfiber towel, whatever you want to call it there. And the knife is wrapped in a plastic bag. Let's set that aside and get all up close and personal with the VOSTEED, however you want to say that, Porcupine knife. And first of all, I'm going to say, this thing looks pretty cool, huh? Look how they got the blue there and the blue there. And I don't know, what are we looking at here? Micarta, right? Yeah, they said it's micarta. It has a little bit of a carbon fiber look to it. It's got some very light jimping there. Wire clip, I like that. Nice and deep too, look at that. And look how they got the screws pretty flush. So it's not going to be grabbing. Nice clip, I'll say. That's a nice clip. I like the clip. And look at that big old lanyard hole. And even the lanyard tube is that same blue. I can see the liners in there. It's got that big old pivot. Alright, so it's got a hole like a Spidey go. Let's see how she does. Oh, yeah, that's pretty nice. Alright, so yeah, it's a liner lock. But they incorporated a button into that. See? See how that works? Let's see here. Okay. Ergonomics are pretty nice. It is a light blade. It's very thin. Okay. Does have a big old belly. A little bit different shape because look how the belly's further back here instead of out there at the point. Let's get a better look at that. Here's a better look at it. There's that black stone wash. And that there, I thought it was a label, but it's just a little bit of oil that was on there. What do we got here? We got the manufacturer on there. And what do we got on this side? And on this side, we got the 14C 28N on there. Okay. And I don't know if that's painted or laser etched or however that works. We do have some nice jimping up top here. It's not really aggressive, you know. You can definitely feel it, but it's not super coarse. It's not going to give you a hot spot. And let me tell you, the transition from the handle to the blade as far as the jimping, it feels very seamless. Okay, you do feel a little step right there, but you know, if you had your thumb flat on it versus pointed down like that, you don't even feel it when it's flat. Okay, so they did a very good job there. Alright, and look at that, they even got a little jimping out here. I'm not sure why. It is very faint. I don't know if you can see it there or not. There's the jimping there. A little better view of that. Yeah. You got that forward finger choil here, which, remember the CJR or whatever, CJRK hectare? I told you I didn't like that forward choil being so big on the hectare, but that was because of the pull cuts. But see this one here? See? They did a better job. Look at that. So your hand is naturally wanting to fit about right here. And you don't have that big choil being way out there. So, yes, you do have a large forward finger choil. But when you're working it, see? That choil disappears. And that's the way a knife should be designed. Alright, it's not all swollen up in the end here, so even my two extra large hands, even though I'm taking up 100% of that handle area, I can hang over the end of it with part of my hand without there being a large step, you know? And that's similar to what ProTech did with the Malibu. And I really like the Malibu. This is a great knife here. And while we have it out, let's just check out the size. So it's real close in size to that Malibu. Okay. I mean, yeah, we got totally different blade shape, but it's about the same size. If you're familiar with the size of the Malibu by ProTech, it's about the same. I like it. I think it's a pretty cool knife. Now, this knife, I mean, it is light. It's definitely lighter than a PM2. Okay, but the PM2 is a bigger knife. Yeah, by what? Over an inch in length. Okay. PM2 is bigger. But check out the choils. That's a good example of choils there. Alright, if that PM2 works for you. Wow, look at that. Look how close they are. Man. Okay, so anybody, no wonder it felt so good, because I have a lot of time with a PM2 in my hand. Alright, and that's why that knife feels so natural, because it feels exactly like the PM2. Isn't that something, huh? But it's got more belly. So, good job. Good job. Alright. Now, let's talk about that blade steel for a minute. Now, there's going to be a lot of steel snobs that turn their nose up at the 14C 28N. But this is actually a steel made by the Swedes, and it's a pretty good steel, you know. It's got a good hardness and very corrosion resistant. It says here that the edge performance is pretty good. I've always had good luck with it from other brands, but you know, it's a decent steel. I think it's going to perform well for most people. All right, so we already put the knife up against a PM2 for size reference, but let's just go ahead and lay out a couple traditional knives. Okay, so you can see we got 7 inches overall on that knife. Alright. Here's a full-size case sod buster. So you can see the difference there. That sod buster full size comes in at about 8 1/4 inches. So much larger. And this here is the new case Crossroads. Alright, but it is the same size as a traditional Sodbuster Junior. Alright, just made out of different material. So you can see the size difference between the Sodbuster Junior and that Porcupine. Alright, so overall, I really like this knife. It's probably a knife that I would purchase for myself if I saw it on a shelf somewhere. Price point is not too bad. I think it's very reasonable. You know, this is a Chinese-made knife, and it has all those traditional qualities of a Chinese-made knife. Let's go ahead and get a piece of paper and go ahead and check the edge on that knife real quick, and then we're going to talk about how we're going to give this knife away. Okay, let me grab a piece of paper. Alright, so here we go. Let's see. Oh no, that's not too good yet. Huh. Alright. Looks like it might be a little dull down here at the end. Let's try the tip. It is not doing too good, is it? No, it's not. Let's see here. Huh? give it a quick hone. Got this one here. I got some of that diamond paste on here. Let's see if it straightens it up a little bit. Oh, there's a lot of curve to that blade, huh? What kind of bevel we got? That is really thin behind the edge. I think shit sliced like crazy. I know that hectare was crazy sharp. I don't know. Yeah. Sharp out at the tip. That's for sure. But up here, it's not so sharp. Okay, so, you know, this could be just this example. You know, early production, maybe a few problems. Maybe it was made on a Friday, or I don't know. Those Chinese have all kinds of holidays. Maybe it was a holiday. But this one didn't get perfectly sharp. I don't believe anybody had it out of the box before I got it. But anyway, I'll sharpen that up before we send it out. But what we're going to do for this contest, alright, is, you know, I always make these contests up just at the spur of the moment. I haven't even thought about it, but I got several knives we need to give away, so I can't play around. So what we're going to do is, where's my pen? Here we go. We got about, I don't know, 4,200 subscribers, something like that right now. So I'm going to write a number on here. It's going to be between 1 and 4,200. Pick your number, put it in the comment section of this video, okay? And what's the day? The day is the 19th. Okay. Whatever the last day of this month is, I'm not sure what it is right now. I'll look it up later. But the last day of the month, I'm going to go to the comment section of this video, and whoever comes the closest to the number that I wrote right now on this piece of paper in the comment section on this video is going to win this knife. Now, you got to be a subscriber, okay? So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and like this video and share it to any of your friends who might like similar knife content, all right? And then go in the comment section. After you do that, pick a number between 1 and 4,200, and whoever comes the closest is going to win the Porcupine knife, okay? And I'll send that out to you free of charge. You got to be over 18. It's got to be legal for you to own this knife where you're at, okay? That's the rules. So, other than that, thanks for watching my video. Good luck, and stay tuned because we got more knives and more giveaways coming up.